Hey everybody, Jimmy's Sore Throat Rants here. I'll tell y'all something. The other day when I went to the urgent care to get a little checkup, want to make sure that I was kind of all right. Since my doctor doesn't seem to know what the heck's going on, so I went to the urgent care just to get checked out. And I remember telling you guys that they gave me this inhaler to try to help open my lungs up called albuterol. Well, let me tell you something. Some of this stuff that they give you, the medicines that they prescribe, are actually worse than what the condition is that you have, whatever it is you have. So I did the albuterol, and it didn't take hardly long at all. Yeah, it opens up the lungs like it's supposed to, but after a day or so, my God, man, my throat got so sore I could barely talk. I was trying to talk to my daughter on the phone yesterday. I couldn't even hardly talk maybe 30 minutes before my voice was just cracking, getting hoarse, and going out. All because of that albuterol. Well, I got off the albuterol. I said, I'm breathing okay. So I got off of it for about a little more than 24 hours. And guess what? Sore throat, gone. And I'll tell you something else that albuterol did to me. And this kind of irks me. And nobody tells you or warns you about these side effects. It's like they just peddle off their crap to you. And, well, good luck. Hope you don't die. But I was, well, this will sound stupid, but I was brushing my teeth, but I looked at my tongue. I wanted to look at my tongue. And the reason I did that is because the dentist a long time ago told me that it looks like my tongue was swollen. So I stuck my tongue out to look to see, does it look like it was swollen, which it doesn't. But I noticed something. On my tongue, there were these little, like 3 little round, I don't know what you call them, splotches. I don't know if you would call that a canker sore. I don't know what you call it. But it's called geographic tongue, if you've ever heard of that. They're these little spots that appear on the tongue. Nothing to worry about, nothing that's going to hurt you. But all of a sudden, I get 3 of these little spots. So now I'm hoping that it was caused by the albuterol because I didn't have it before I took that crap. So I got off of it. I got off of it. Look out, bud. And so my dog down here is wanting attention. Here, go lay down. Go lay down, buddy. So he's messing up my train of thought. So I got off the albuterol, and again, like I said, the sore throat's gone away, and I'm hoping that things on my tongue will go away. I never had it before I took that stupid albuterol. Man, these doctors, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know, man. It's like medicine today is just killing us. Like I said the other day or a few videos back, I think they work off of a medical will or what am I trying to say? A medicine will, I should say. And so, oh, well, you have this, this, and this. Well, here, let me give you this, this, and this. Not telling you, hey, there are side effects to these drugs. Boy, it irks me to death, man. Okay, moving right along. Oh, and one other thing. And when I was talking to my doctor's office the other day, they said, look, we got to get you into pulmonology because we want to get to the bottom of my respiratory problems from my lungs all the way up to my sinuses and throat, everything, glands hurting. They want to find out what's going on. But they told me, well, you're going to get a call and they'll tell you when to show up at pulmonary or pulmonology department at some clinic here in Colorado Springs. But it may be from now until 2 weeks. So just sit around waiting for the phone. I'm not the kind of guy that just sits around for the phone. I'll tell you right now. They said, well, if they don't contact you within 2 weeks, you got to call us back and we'll start the procedure all over again. Talking about incompetent. These jackasses are so incompetent. I have lost not only faith in this government, the politicians, but I have lost just about all faith in our medical system. It is beyond Neanderthal nowadays. They can do wonderful things, no joke, medically, but it's just trying to get to the proper people in a timely manner. They don't care. They just push you off to the side and, well, good luck. We hope you don't die before you get to us. Irks me to death. Okay, shifting gears here now. I'm not in a bad mood. I get agitated. I really do. I get frustrated with bureaucracy. I ain't got time for bureaucracy and red tape and stupidity. I have no time for stupidity. And I think a lot of you know what I mean. Okay, there was a young man that was kind enough to give me a shout out the other day. And his name is Andrew's Life 1979. I believe that's the name of his channel. Andrew's Life 1979. And I hope I got that right, Andrew. I want y'all to go check him out. I think you would like him. He's one of these kind of guys that he speaks from the heart. He doesn't sit there and read off teleprompters, or he doesn't have fancy editing things that he does. You know, he, like me, he just turns the camera on and he just talks from his heart. And I think that you would like him. Nice young man. And he lives down in Dixieland, I believe. And he also has a home, I believe, in Indiana. I think I got that right. I hope I can remember. I'll try to leave a link. And go check him out, guys. He's all right. He's a good guy. And Andrew, if I'm ever down in Dixieland, I'd love to take you out and buy you a nice hamburger or a steak or something. You know, we can break bread together. That would be really nice. Really nice. And thank you so much for the real kind shout outs that you gave me and the nice things that you said about me. I really, really appreciate it. Now, there's something else I want to talk about. And I got to admit it, this is not my line of things. It's not something that I thought of. I stumbled into a video from this fellow that I've seen a time or two. I'm going to give you his channel name because I want him to have full credit. This video he did really made me think about how it used to be, something that I totally forgot, and he's absolutely right. And after I watched his video, I thought, man, I would like to talk to my people about this same thing, you know, because this is something that may be relevant. I don't know. You decide that for yourself. But it's funny how change takes place. And sometimes it takes place so slowly we don't even know that it's happening, but it is. And it's a big change overall when time goes by. Well, this young man's channel is called Eek Acres. I hope I'm saying that right. E-K-E, Eek. Eek Acres, A-C-R-E-S. And this fella, I've watched him a time or two, and I know that he's been really having a big struggle. He's trying to fight cancer. He's got some serious cancer issues, and he's trying to fight that off. And I'm pulling for him. I hope he'll be all right. And I think he's about half fed up with a medical system just about the way I am, and he's trying some alternative ways to help him, which seems to be working pretty good for him. Because ever since he stopped fooling with the doctors and started doing some other stuff, all of a sudden, he looks healthier than me. I mean, he's hanging in there real good. But anyway, I'm sorry I don't know his name, or I'd say his name. But this young man was talking about color. And I thought when he was talking about it, how strange. And he's so right. And what this was about, I don't know the relevance of this or where this is going to lead to. Maybe you guys can talk to me about it. But color. Way back like in the 1950s and 60s, everything was colorful. You could go to like a local diner and it had the checkerboard white and black floors. The tables had the really nice red and white checkerboard tablecloths, and they had like if you ordered a milkshake, it was a nice little green machine that they used to stir up the milkshakes or what the malts or whatever. They had the chrome, stainless steel, I don't know what you call them, behind the walls, you know, and everything was colorful, real pretty, like Tiffany type lamps. And I know you know what I'm talking about. This was back in the day, back like, just say like in the 70s and the 80s, color was very important. It was very relevant. It was vibrant. The clothes we wore back then were, and now this is a time when we tried to dress up, not like these slobs today, how they dress down. You know, it wasn't none of that kind of crap. Everybody tried to dress up and everybody looked colorful, beautiful colored blouses, beautiful dresses the ladies wore. The guys wore colorful stuff, you know. Whenever we went out like on a date, we didn't try to look like some kind of, I don't know, some Neanderthal knuckle scraper, you know, like me, like with my daughter, if somebody came up with a studded face and black lipstick and black nail polish on their fingernail. They come up to my house to pick up my daughter. He's going to be dateless that night, and my daughter's probably going to be on restriction. Well, she still would be on restriction. 30, 40 years later, she's still on restriction. But and don't pull up at my house to pick up my daughter in a van, because I'll take you and jam you back in your van real quick. I would back then. I'm too old to do that kind of stuff now. But color. Think about, like, remember, and I know you guys are old enough to remember the 80s, I hope. But remember how colorful it was? Even remember back in the late 60s and 70s. I remember we used to go to dances and the walls were painted like flat black, and they had all these fluorescent type posters everywhere. And when you walk in, man, it was like walking into La La Land, a dreamland. It was so colorful. It was so cool. It created a vibe. But they don't do that today. Everything today, I even remember way back when you go buy a radio or a television, they weren't all just black or gray like they are today. You could get a TV, it could be blue, it could be like a mustard yellow or an orangish yellow. You could get them in red, all kinds of different colors, radios, TVs, whatever. Everything was color. Even in our kitchens back then, it wasn't stainless steel. We even had like avocado green appliances. Y'all remember those? And we had these copper color like stoves and refrigerators. Remember that? They even had like harvest gold. Today, what do you get? You get white, black, or that. I don't see, there's no color. Why and how did we get rid of color in our life? Even now, look, we're in gray and dark blue. Everything's so bland. The walls are gray. Everything's washed out, And like this guy said on his video, he says, really, when you think about it, everything's like gray, white, or black. And black and white are not really colors. They're shades. To get gray, you got to shade back black. So I don't know. But I guess that's probably what I wanted to just kind of mention briefly. Color. We have, everywhere you go, it's just blah and bland. Everywhere you go. And that's kind of true. And when he made that video, it made me think about that. Why is everything just so blah? It's not colorful. He said he went to his closet and he looked and he put on the brightest thing that he had in his closet. He says, I'm going to start putting some color back in my life. That's not a bad idea. And maybe that's what we ought to do. Let's get out of this depressing gray and black crap. And let's bring that beautiful color back. That's why I like at Christmas. I like the mini color lights. I love that glow, man. That y'all know the glow I'm talking about at Christmas time, the red and the gold and the green and the blue, and how it sends out this beautiful color that bounces off your walls, and it's warm and it's inviting and it's wonderful. It makes you feel good. I think that's why I like the colored lights like that rather than the white lights. No offense to you people that like the white lights. Well, look, I'll let you go, guys. But think about that. Why in the hell did we get rid of color? And I think maybe we need to bring the color back. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I'm Jimmy Rance.